Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, football champions are crowned and basketball season is here. We break down all the action from an exciting week.
A go-ahead touchdown for Lutheran.
Plus, our athlete of the week just helped lead Cathedral to a state championship.
We just knew we had to get that one more score, and then, Danny obviously found me deep for that huge play.
We're sharing the love with an all-new Zone Extra right now.
Hi, everybody. Good evening to you, and welcome to the Zone Extra. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What a great time for high school sports as we wrap up the fall season and winter sports kick into high gear. Coming up tonight, we have complete coverage of the football state championships, including numerous local schools bringing home hardware. Plus, our athlete of the week racked up over 200 receiving yards in the 5A football title game. We'll introduce you to Cathedral's Jerron Tibbs, and you won't want to miss the latest edition of Ask the Commissioner with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA. Now, let's take a look at all this week's high school action. In Class 6A, it was a state championship rematch between number 1 Center Grove and number 2 Westfield. The first half featured 4 lead changes. The Trojans got in front late in the second quarter when Harrison stops, breaks several tackles, and finds the end zone for a 30-yard score. Late in the fourth quarter, we go. Westfield trails by 6, but the Rocks are driving. They get to the 11-yard line, but Maximus Webster's pass is intercepted by Owen Bright. That seals it, the win for the Trojans. They go back-to-back with a 27-21 victory.
I'm proud of our guys for finishing the job off. It was ugly. We didn't do things the way that the Trojans normally do, but it's been it's just 28 straight wins for our team and our program and these guys, and it's tough. It's tough in high school to win each week, let alone 28 times.
I mean, I love it. We love having every team's best shot. We love the competition, and I feel like that's what this team's about. We just love that off work over the summer, putting that work in and just letting it come out on the field. So this year I feel like we definitely had that perfect season because of that off season.
Wow, Center Grove does it again. Meanwhile, in Class 5A, it was another championship game rematch as top-ranked Cathedral faced Zionsville. The Eagles strike first as Christian Abney connects with Trey Firestone for a touchdown, but the Irish would take over from there as they score the game's next 24 points. Zionsville cuts the lead to 10 in the fourth, but Cathedral immediately responds as Jerron Tibbs catches his second touchdown of the game. The Irish win a second straight 5A title, 34-14. The final. Much more on Tibbs and this game coming up in just a moment. So while Center Grove and Cathedral both defended their state championships, a pair of other Central Indiana schools look to make history for their programs and claim a first state title. In Class 4A, Mount Vernon made his first ever appearance in the football state finals as the Marauders took on Northridge, and this game would be all Mount Vernon folks as they dominate on both sides of the ball. The offense scores twice in the first quarter. Then in the second, Ashton Gentry intercepts the Raiders and returns at 59 yards for the touchdown to give Mount Vernon a 20-point lead. Senior quarterback Garrett Slunaker here throws for 235 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Marauders win it 45-14 in Coach Vince Leidy's first season at the helm.
It's the last game of the year. You just got to win by 1. So credit to Northridge on a great game. They had a great run. We came out tonight and we made a few more plays than they did. So I'm really proud of our kids, our coaching staff.
This is amazing. Can't explain this feeling with all these fans here. This is crazy. It's a dream come true. All the hard work our team puts in together, finally paying off.
Wow, congratulations to Mount Vernon. Meanwhile, championship weekend kicked off Friday with a 1A title game between Lutheran and Adams Central. The Flying Jets twice held 14 points leads in the first half. Just before the break, Jake Pash scores from 6 yards out to pull Lutheran within 7 at the halftime. Adams Central ties the game with under 4 minutes remaining, but Lutheran responds. Quarterback Montez Clay leads the team down the field and scores a spectacular 12-yard touchdown. An interception by the defense then seals it there. Lutheran's first state title, 34-28, the final.
I'm so proud of our group of kids. You know, what we talked about at halftime when I came out is just that we have a tremendous trust and love, and that they were going to persevere. We've done it all year long. We find ways. We lean on each other. And it comes down to trust. It's trust, commitment. You know, do you care about me? And we're full of that.
All right, meanwhile, in the 3A title game, it was BREBEUF taking on Gibson Southern. The Braves raced out to a 19-point lead early in the second quarter behind 3 Max Walters touchdown catches. But from there, the Titans take over through the arm of future Purdue Boilermaker Brady Allen, who throws 5 touchdowns in the game. And Gibson Southern wins the 3A title 45-35 is the final in that one from a busy weekend, Thanksgiving weekend of state finals. Okay, so an exciting football season comes to a close, folks, but the action is just starting to heat up on the hardwood as both boys and girls basketball seasons are underway. Last week, that is Class 4A runner-up Lawrence North opened its new season on the road against Noblesville. The Wildcats led by 8 at halftime, but the Millers rallied to tie the game after 3. It's closed throughout the fourth, but Danny Oyster here is left open for an LN slam to put them up 6 with just over a minute to go. The Wildcats win it here 56-50. The victory, and with the win last Saturday, gives the legendary coach Jack Kiefer 850 career wins. Meanwhile, in girls hoops action, it was a mixed showdown Tuesday evening as Lawrence North hosted Carmel. This one would be all hounds as they raced out to a 16-point lead after a quarter and never looked back. Carmel goes on to win it 79-50. Next up for the Greyhounds is a home matchup against Warren Central. That game coming up, by the way, tomorrow night. And in the full swimming season is underway. Last week, the Hamilton Southeastern boys and girls teams opened their seasons hosting Noblesville. On the boys' side, folks, the Royals were victorious, 115-71, while the 4th-ranked girls team won every varsity event and earned a 140-46 win. How about that? Okay, much more ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra after the break. Charlie Clifford, he's going to join me here tonight for a chat about the fall and winter sports seasons. And still ahead, he put up a big-time performance in the biggest game of the season. We'll introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from Cathedral.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. The Coach's Corner, presented by Junk King.
We're back here on the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight with the fall sports season coming to a close last weekend and things heating up on the winter sports scene. It's time to take both a look back and look ahead. To help us guide us through everything tonight, we're bringing our colleague here, Charlie Clifford, who was very busy out there during the Friday nights, and of course gearing up for basketball coming up this week for the Zone. And wow, you know, last year this time we didn't know what was going to happen, dealing with the pandemic, and obviously we're still trying to work our way through it now, but a whole lot better this year than what we saw last year. Let's start first, though, with football, and how nice was it to see fans out there and see these student athletes out there on the field having a full, great football season.
Great's the key word there, right? Yeah. It reminded me, AC, that, look, Central Indiana is the best place in the Midwest for high school football. I think it reiterated that this fall with what we saw week 1, as you said, in the stands. If you're an AD out there, raise your hand if you got a sellout crowd this year, because I would love to see the total amount of schools that sold out. You're looking at the state finals. You had 17,000 fans for the 5A championship game. You had 21,000 fans for the 6A title game. So if that doesn't tell you high school football is healthy and growing in your state, but I'm with you. It just felt different this year, EC. I know we got it ripped away from us, but not only, it wasn't just week 1, all the way through the playoffs, the intensity, the energy we saw, obviously not only on the field from the players, but from communities around the state.
Yeah.
It makes everything we do, you know, extra special.
You're right. And so coming up next, we got getting ready for the basketball season. So that should be a lot of fun, of course. When you think about the hoop season, think about Carmel, the defending 4A state champions. Let me know, give me your take on what you're looking forward to seeing this winter here with high school basketball.
Well, you start with Carmel, right? They're 4th right now in the state. They brought back a ton of talent, but ahead of them, Cathedral's incredible. Downtown, you have Addicts, you have Tech, two really good teams, and then as you go up north a little bit, Fishers and Zionsville for me. Throw in Westfield too. AC, it's going to be nuts, as it always is. Has there ever been a boring basketball season for you?
Not here in Indiana.
No,
it's
not here.
always a good time. All right, well, Charlie's going to be here with us, of course, on Friday night. Guiding the ship here this Friday for the zone coverage at 11:08. We're ready to go. We go from football, now we're going into basketball. It should be a lot of fun. Great seeing you as always, Charlie. All right, we're going to take a break. Coming up here on the Zone Extra here, your way here. We got much more coming your way. Our athlete of the week, and he had over 200 receiving yards in the state title game. We'll introduce you to Cathedral's junior, Jerron Tibbs. Plus, we reveal our play of the week. That's coming up.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. As you saw earlier in the show, folks, last weekend Cathedral claimed its 14th football state championship and second one in a row. One of the biggest keys for the success of the Irish this season was receiver Jerron Tibbs. The junior led the team with over 1,000 receiving yards this year, but saved his best performance for the biggest game. In the championship win over Zionsville, Tibbs had an impressive 10 catches for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a fourth quarter score that put the game out of reach. According to Jerron, one of the keys to his success is the bond with sophomore Irish quarterback Danny O'Neill.
Me and Danny just had a special connection all year, and Danny's such a good quarterback that he just tells me what to do, and I just do it, and he'll somehow give me the ball. Their D-line was definitely tough this year, and our O-line is good, but yeah, we just knew we were better than them outside.
He has great hands. There are a lot of guys that are 6'4" and can run that can't catch. He can do everything. He runs routes well. He's incredibly intelligent. And if you match, physical talent with guys that have high character, I mean, that's when you know you have somebody special, and Jerron is in that category. Only 3 Cathedral receivers have ever had 1,000 yards in a season. Terry McLaren's one of them. So he's put himself in kind of elite in the elite category, and I think that there will be a lot of colleges that are going to be interested in him.
I had a good season, so recruiting, I've gotten a lot of interest. I've Ball State offered me, but right now just keeping my options open and looking for the best opportunity for me.
No, that's good stuff there. Congratulations to him. All right, time for a break, folks. Some more to come tonight on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, this is the latest installment of Ask the Commissioner with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here tonight. Time now to Ask the Commissioner. Each week we take one of your questions, folks, to IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and bring you his answer. Here is this week's question. What kind of feedback or reactions have you received from people regarding the introduction of the mercy rule for basketball this season?
Honestly, we've not received a lot of feedback, and we really don't think the mercy rule is going to be utilized a lot. I think coaches value possessions, and they want to give junior varsity kids an opportunity to get minutes in a varsity game. And so I think they're going to really manage the score, probably more so than they have in the past. But at the end of the day, it's also about protecting the experience. And when we have 2 teams that are significantly mismatched, the running clock allows for one team to save a little grace and let's get this evening over so we can get back in the gym and start practicing and see if we can get a little better for the next time we may play. But, I think it's a good move for sport, but in the end, I really do not think that we'll have a lot of games where the mercy rule will be implemented.
Always great to hear from the Commissioner right here on the Zone Extra. If you want to submit some questions to the Commissioner, all you got to do is see the information right there on the screen, and he'll answer those questions and could appear right here on the show each week. All right, one of our favorite parts, folks, of covering high school sports is the fans. It was a special day at Cathedral High School last week as the Irish students were recognized for having the best student section in Indiana this football season. I had a little fun presenting Cathedral with the coveted The Zone banner. Hi, everybody. We're at Cathedral High School, the winner of this year's Zone banner for having the best student section in Central Indiana. You know, they were runner-ups in 2016, and now for the first time in school history, they bring home the coveted Zone Banner Championship. You think they're excited about getting the banner? I think so. Let's find out. Does that banner look in this gymnasium? At the end of the season, there was one student section that surpassed them all, everybody. And that's the student section from Cathedral High School.
It's amazing. I'm so proud of them, so proud of the unity. I mean, you know, our two amazing leprechauns really brought our school together, and that's one of our core values is family. And our student section, I've been associated with Cathedral for 18 years. I've never seen a student section like we had this year.
I've been around here a long time and been at a lot of football games over the years, and this group of students, our leprechauns, have just really outkicked their coverage in a lot of ways. They've gone way above and beyond, not just with the football games, but they've been at other games too.
Hey, we got the banner! What'd you get? We got the banner! Let's give out some t-shirts. Who wants a t-shirt? Let's go! Hey, we got one more thing for AC, and that's an Irish blessing. God bless you guys. Congratulations. Cathedral, the banner is yours! Oh, that was so much fun. Big thank you once again to Cathedral. Congratulations to the Irish. Getting it done, the Zone Banner champs. Man, I cannot wait for the fall to get back here again as we, crown, if you will, another best student section in Central Indiana. We'll see if they can go back to back. We'll have to wait and see for that. All right, now it's time to take a look at our play of the week. Each week, we feature one of the top plays from the world of high school sports in Central Indiana. Plus, we want you to get involved. We'll tell you how you can do that in a moment. But first, here is this week's top play. We go to the Girls Hoops Tuesday. Warren Central on the road facing Pike. Santa Thomas of the Warriors, from midcourt beats the halftime buzzer. Let's see that one again. However, Pike would win this game 54-44. We want to see your great plays every week as well. So all you got to do is send us your video to the Zone Extra. There is information on the screen. All you have to do is submit your top play. And who knows, you may end up on the Zone Extra coming up next week and weeks to come. Mighty TV, Channel 23 is your local home for high school sports. Coming up tomorrow night, it's a good hoops showdown in the MIC as defending Class 4A state champion Carmel, that is, hits the road to face Lawrence Central. You can see all the action live on Mighty TV, Channel 23. That's coming up tomorrow, starting at 7:30 here on our sister station, that is Mighty TV, Channel 23. And it's a big night of high school basketball action across Central Indiana. The basketball season premiere of the Zone tips off tomorrow night at 11:08, and we'll have you covered with all kinds of highlights, including 10 games. Let's take a look at some of the feature matchups we'll have on the Zone tomorrow night at 11:08. You see the games there on the screen. Got Cathedral, BREBEUF, Pike, Ben Davis, Tech, North Central, Zionsville against Westfield, and Noblesville against Fishers, and more to come right here on Wish TV. The Zone, Friday night, 11:08, first week of the basketball edition coming up tomorrow night right here on Wish TV. Folks, thank you so much for watching the Zone Extra tonight. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you back here next week, same time, same place.